Diese tollen Videos drehen muss mit 100.000 Tänzern oder so. Ja, die Wahrheit ist einfach zu langweilig.
The first very important thing is to load the song, otherwise you won't hear anything. And this is load song.
How you do a record. First, you need a sound.
Nowadays you get ideas just with the sound. You play, you have on your keyboard, you have a certain type of sound that is very dominant, and out of this sound you create something which is like the backbone of your whole song structure.
I'm working on this new single here. Just another 2 years and it will be ready.
We start with a bass drum. Bass drum. Bass drum. This is bass drum. This is the peak, very important. 5 years ago the beats were about 114, 115, and now we are at 140 or something, and even in hard house or some other styles it's even more. I think the connection is the bass drum. Boom, boom, boom.
Klaus came up with the following melody. Can you still play it?
No, I have to.
He has to check it out because, you know, we're both not keyboarders. He's even worse, and I'm worse than him, but
Oh,
and then?
How did it go on?
We go on with this one. Give some sort of speed to the playback.
Maybe you need a bass now. Very simple bass line.
And then hi-hat, very important. Okay.
And then you just have to find different things to add to it. A hi-hat, maybe a break loop, or an additional melody.
I very often use these kind of loops, which put some dirt to the playback and some groove. And of course, it's also possible to equalize. That means to adjust the sound. So I want to take off some of the bass frequencies and add some of the trebles.
You take a keyboard sound and then you see all these little things. You can change them around and make, oh, now at the moment you can't. But anyway. See, that sounds different now.
Warte mal. Okay, ich habe mich etwas vertan.
So this is, the technology these days is still quite primitive. That's why we have to go to a studio and not work in a forest or anywhere else, you know. It's especially sad if the weather is nice.
And then I have a sequencer sound. Techno.
Good effect. This was our man over here playing the keyboard. You always tend to have too much in a track, so you tend to add and add and add, and then in the end you have to find the 4, 5, 6 sounds that really work together and subtract all the rest. So the work of production is really reduction.
Now composition is just as important as it was around at the time with the Beatles. So people are still looking for songs and not just noise or sound tapestry.
And then you press solo off and then you have the whole playback running.